Hey, this is Axis. Gonna try something a little differently this time. I'm gonna do a video editorial, and this is gonna be on burntbase.com. Now, I'm not sure if you've heard about it yet or not. It's brand new. I'm gonna put the link down below. Basically, what you can do is take a screenshot of your Clash of Clans base, identify a few things, submit it into that machine, and it will come back and tell you if a YouTuber featured that base on his or her video, kind of like what I'm doing right up here. Actually, this is an 11v12, so it needs to be burned. So, yeah, come on. But Burnt Base didn't approach me to make this video. I'm doing this unsolicited because I'm seeing a lot of folks talk about this. This is great. This is awesome. Let's go ahead and use this. Also, is it fair play? Are we allowed to use this? So, but you know, there is more than just fair play to consider when using burntbase.com. I found 6 different things that we really need to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and address every one of these to kind of get the conversation out there. So let's go ahead and dive on in there and start up with the number one question: is this fair play? I have a different perspective when looking at this because I'm not only a player. I've been playing for, gosh, over 6 years, but I'm also a league administrator. I've been a founder of 2 leagues already, the AWL and 2T, the tournament. So I'm looking at it not only as a player, but also as, is it fair play? Should this be allowed? The definition of fair play, the interleague definition is, I gotta read this. Fair play defines the attitude of trying to match your opponent as evenly and thus fairly as possible, not actively seeking to create any kind of advantage. Okay, any kind of advantage. So it's just simple. Just you can't have an advantage that that your opponent does not have as well. So in burntbase.com, it's a website, and anyone can have access to it. And if you put your base in there, or you know, whatever base you're looking for, and you identify it, it will tell you yes, it's burned, yes or no, it's burned. Okay. If you want to see what the attack is, you actually have to pay for it, and you pay for gems, kind of like Clash of Clans Supercell, where you pay for gems to upgrade things and, you know, to purchase things to upgrade. They're kind of following along there. So just like in Supercell, anyone can choose to purchase the gems. That's the same thing is with burntbase.com. Anyone can choose to purchase the gems. So it's open to all. So being fair play, that's the definition, as long as it's not an unfair advantage. But this is not an unfair advantage, so it is fair play. The only instance where I think that's kind of on the edge is in ESL. That weekend, you have back-to-back wars, rapid fire, bam, 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 bam. And what if the first war is filmed and videotaped or whatever, and then put on the internet, and then later on, the very last war, the very last one of the bracket, they go back to burntbase.com to see how that base was taken down. That I can see is kind of crossing the line, because yes, when you participate in ESL, you need to have a lot of bases in your back pocket and change them up or whatever. But you know, what if you happen to use the first base that you started with? So the question I have for burntbase.com that I didn't see on their website is, what's the turnaround time? If something is videotaped and put on YouTube, what is the time frame it takes to get from the YouTube video to the machine, the burntbase.com machine? Is it immediate? Is there a 24-hour delay, 2-day delay? I think with ESL in mind, there needs to be some type of delay, because the folks that win that need to be winning it on their own and not relying on you know, something to tell them how to take down a base, because those that are going to Germany or wherever, they're vying for money. So we want to make sure that you've got skilled players there, and they're not going to be like deer in the headlights. I don't know how to take down this base. I need burntbase.com to tell me. So that's the only instance where I think you might be cross line. Other than that, yeah, I think it's fine. I do think it's fine. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, impacts to league wars or wars that you have. Now, I think the market is not your regular random war, that those who are participating in random wars. I think the largest market are going to be the league clans, those who are participating in NDL and CWL and MLCW and the Italian League and the WCL Elite and the Global Clash, all of those international, so many of them out there. So I think that's going to be the main market, the main clientele, I guess, if you want to call it that way. And the way I see it falling into it is after you spin a war and you start and you're in prep, I can see the leader and the elders going to burntbase.com and dialing in all of their players' bases to see if it has been burned. And if they come across one that has been burned, say base number 5, it has a certain level, certain rating, and burntbase.com actually rates the bases from 0 to 10 in terms of how closely it matches a base that's on the internet, 10 being it's really out there, it's burned. No problem, burned, yeah. So that's one question actually I have for burntbase.com. What is the threshold? If it's like over 8, if it's over 8, then you definitely need to change your base because it's close enough. They're probably going to have a good idea of how to take it down. Or if it's over 7, so if you could help us out so that we know if we're looking at our players' bases and it's over that level, you need to change it. Okay, so I can see it in prep time. It's going to impact there. In wartime, it's definitely going to impact it because I can see the leaders and the elders and players going in and looking at the bases that they're attacking and is that a burned base? Now, it wouldn't make sense to right away go out and purchase it, supply the gem or whatever it is to get the way to attack it because, save your money, use your brain, take it down. But if it's hit a couple of times and still can't take it down, then it kind of probably makes sense. You probably need some help. You need some ideas on how to take it down. So yeah, so I can see impacts on both sides, particularly for league wars, league players. I can also see using it strategically. Let's say you know that it's been burned. There was a streamer and they did all of the bases, and of course yours went down. Boom. What can you do? But it was burned when you had a lava hound in the CC and it was taken down with miners. So make a few changes, make it miner unfriendly. Don't put a hog in the CC, put dragon or whatever it is, something that'll pick on the miners and that way you can use it strategically. Why not? Use it both ways. So that's the second thing that I was thinking of an impact to the community. Third impact is to YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber. How is it going to impact me? It actually will. I can actually see league clans now say, I don't want you to come in and recap a war if you're going to be looking at both sides. You're going to be burning our bases. I don't think so. So there's a possibility we may be getting there. If you're just going to YouTube or videotape one side, then of course they're going to let you in as long as you videotape the opponent's bases, not both sides. So that might be, but it sounds like if a YouTuber stops it and doesn't go all the way to the very end, doesn't show the cleanup, then it won't be flagged and won't be picked up in the machine or whatever you want to call it, the burntbase.com machine. So I can also see YouTubers kind of stopping it right before the end and say, trust me, they 3-starred it. Let's go on to the next one. So there might be some changes there. Possibility. Also, some YouTubers cover a base and show you how to build it and give you all sorts of ways to defend it and then supply the base, supply the link to the base. And they say the best base ever, come and use it. But I can see a week or two down the way someone posting on there, oh, by the way guys, this base is now on burntbase.com. So all that time that YouTuber spent putting that together, that YouTube video, I mean, it takes a long time to put a YouTube video together. So, you know, that might impact them even wanting to put those out there. So hopefully not, because I love those videos. It teaches me how to make those bases, but you know, they're going to be burnt pretty quickly now, and it's going to be communicated and shared around. So just something to consider, Okay. Let's see, another one. 5 impacts to Supercell. I'm gonna have to think about that. Is Supercell going to be impacted by burntbase.com? If it impacts the bottom line, you know, the revenue that they bring in, then yeah, they'll take an interest to it. Is this going to chase folks away? If they're just going to be so pissed off that, you know, hey, I put a base on there and it's just going to be burned away. You know, it's not going to be burned unless it's videotaped. So, but I don't think it's going to impact it very much, if at all. It's going to definitely increase the competitiveness. People will be changing their bases and thinking of different ways, maybe not changing it too much, but changing the traps, going from single inferno to double inferno or multi-inferno, double to multi-inferno, you know, different things like that, just to be more strategic. So I don't think it will impact Supercell. I can see a way that Supercell can impact BurntBase if they increase the size of the world map. There's always talk about, oh, it might happen maybe with Town Hall 13, I don't know. So if it does, oh my goodness, their whole database is gone. They're just gonna have to start anew, and in a way that's good. It's you know, catch-22. They're gonna have to build up their database and wait for YouTubers to videotape so they can grab those bases, so it'll be a little bit slower, but when they finally do have a good database put together, they can say that it's a more complete one, because right now there are millions of bases out there. But if they increase the size, then they can say they have them all. It's great. So, you know, catch-22. It'll take a little while to get there though. So hopefully don't do that. But I actually hope they do, because I would love a larger base. Last one. Accountability. My question, BurntBase, is how many bases have you covered so far? Is it worth spending my money to purchase gems to see if, you know, a base has been burned and how it's been burned? Is there a way to put on your website or whatever, how many, maybe a ticker, this is how many bases that have been burned so far, blah 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 blah, just so I know, you know, like the accountability. Is it worth the search? Is it worth the search? Oh, I forgot this one. Impacts to base builders. They're gonna, if base builders can link up with burntbase.com, oh my goodness, they will make out like a killing, because if they play their cards right, it's all in the marketing, tell you what. Because, I mean, just think about it. If they're putting bases together, and then they can go to burntbase.com and get that seal of approval. It's been certified by burntbase.com, and it's not burned. It's within like 0 to 4. If it's within that range, then you've got a pretty good base that's not out on the internet. If it's 4 to 6, yeah, it's close, but not yet. And then you know, different tiers, right? And then 6 to 8 is probably there, right? So you can actually increase your prices. I can see that the builders would say, okay, between this tier, you're gonna pay this amount of price. Between this tier, it's a little bit less because, you know, it's close to base out there. And then this tier, much less. But so if you want to save money, you're gonna probably have a base that's closer to being burnt, versus if you want to pay the shiny penny, then you're gonna have one that's really out there and just awesome base, well, one that hasn't been put out there. So I can see builders will really like that. And also I can see on the flip side, kind of working with the builders, burntbase.com could put on their website, hey, these are builders that are certified, they're honest, and we really recommend them, kind of like a partnership. So would work well. So given all that, I put a couple of polls up there, and please put your voice in there. Do you think it's fair play? Do you think there's going to be impact to how you do wars, like in the prep day or the war day? Are you going to change how you do your, strategically and all that stuff? But anyway, so looking at it all, I think it is a good website, a good application. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. I think it's right in there. It's going to be up there with like War Match and Clash of Stats. I think it's going to have a major impact to how we play the game. Just another facet, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to see how it all plays out, and I do hope that they keep on with it. So congratulations, burntbase.com. You got a good idea going there, so looking forward to it. And thank you for watching, guys. Hope to see you on the battlefield one day. Take care. Bye-bye.